Guys, it's Marissa, your Usborne book lady here, and I'm going to take a few minutes to talk to you about some of my favorite baby and toddler books. I have way too many books on my lap to talk to you about right now, so I'm going to go as quickly as I can, all right? So this is a brand new book. It's baby's very first buzz book, and as you can see, it's got actual rolling wheels, so you can roll it across a table. It's adorable, and it's just a really simple story inside, and it's a basic counting book as well, because as the story progresses, there's only one person on the bus driver at first, and then he picks up the panda bear, and then if I can get the pages to turn, then there are two people on the book. And then, or on the bus, and then he picks up baby and daddy, and then there are four people on the bus, and it's a really great, just simple, adorable, very bright illustrations, high contrast, great for your very beginning readers. This is Little Red Penguin series. I love this series of books. This is a nice, once again, nice thick cardboard pages, and it's got a flap on every page, and this in particular one is a counting book, so it's got these little cutout holes in the flaps too, and the number of holes are the number that we are counting in that book. I love that the flaps have these really wide attach points so that they're less likely to get ripped off by curious hands. But you know that we have a lifetime half price replacement guarantee that covers anything. So if they do get ripped off, you can always replace your book at half price. We have several of these. These are actually a collection of 9 little chunky board books. We have this one, we have a counting one, wild animals, farm animals, and I think that we have another one that I'm not thinking of right now, but these are just little tiny chunky board books. They're great, perfect size for little tiny baby hands. They're great for stacking and playing with blocks. And the other fabulous thing about them is that when you take the book out, they've got the picture of the book that goes in there. So then it's like a little puzzle to get the books back where they belong. And it's got a nice magnetic clasp on the box there. And the puzzle aspect of it makes it almost like a book and a toy in one. This is my favorite collection of our nursery rhymes for very beginning, first little babies. It's got nice thick board book pages, very common nursery rhymes, and most of them have a little melody that go with them too, if you're familiar with it. One of my favorite nursery rhyme collections that we have for babies. This is Slide and See. We have several books in the Slide and See series, and these are great for kids that like the interactive elements of flaps, but they might not be quite ready for the responsibility of flaps yet. This gives them those moving parts, but they're actually inside of the page so that they can't rip them off. Very durable Slide and See, and we have a ton of those. Panda in the Park is one of my favorite books that's been around for forever. Very simple story, very high contrast, and it's got these little peek through holes on every page because you're playing hide and seek in the park. So you can see the animal that you're looking for through the little peek through holes. Very resilient once again. This is actually my personal copy that I had when my son was a baby, and it still looks this good. That's Not My series. We have over 30 books. I think we actually might have 50 books in this series now. The newest one that just came out is That's Not My Unicorn. But these are this is our most popular baby book series. It's got a nice big touch and feel area on every page. And this little mouse here is hiding on every page. So this is a really great very first seek and find. So they can start enjoying the touch and feely areas around 4 to 6 months, and then around 12 to 14 months, they can start looking for the duck. Really great, very first seek and find. This is Taller and Shorter. This is a brand new book. Again, I like that it's got the nice thick pages, but it's a bigger size. So when you have a toddler who doesn't want to be a baby anymore, this looks a little bit more like a big kid book for them because it's got the bigger size. It's got the nice peek through spots on every page as well, and then it talks about taller and shorter, so it's a really great concept book for those older babies and toddlers. This is our Peek Inside series. We have several books in this series. I love this series. This is a flap book. It's designed to be our first flap book series, so the connector points are wider. It's really great for toddlers and preschoolers, and the text is not overwhelming for them. My favorite in this series is Peek Inside Nighttime, but we have a ton of these. This is our Flippy Floppy series. I think we have 3 or 4 books in this series, and I love this one. So the way it works is you're looking for this animal here, and you check behind this flap, and no, it's not them, it's squid. You look behind that flap, no, it's not them, it's shark. This flap, nope, it's not them, that's discus fish. But then when you get to the last flap, then all of the pictures together make the picture of the animal that you're looking for. It's very clever. And then there's a little seek and find for this little guy on every page as well. I love that Flippy Floppy series. We've got I'm a Hungry Dinosaur, and there's another book called I'm a Dirty Dinosaur that I actually like even better than this one. And these have really great, so these pages are like a coated page. They're more resilient. They're harder to rip. They don't come out as easily. This story is a really nice, simple, repetitive story. Very easy for kids to learn and repeat. And we have another book called B is for Bedtime and Counting Through the Day that have the same kind of pages too, if you like that aspect of it. Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor Book is one of my family's absolute favorites. It's on a farm, and there are animals that all make a different sound to sound like the tractor. They pretend that they're driving the tractor. I'm just going to show you the big fold-out page. This book is in pretty sad shape because this was my son's book, and he loved it to death, pretty much. But this is one of my favorite storybooks. All the animals are making the sounds of the tractor because the farmer is sleeping in, and he wakes up and hears them, and they hear him coming. He says, "What's all that rumpus and noise?" And they hear him coming, and they all run away, and they're like, "Doo, doo, 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 nothing going on here." And he looks out the window, and they're just acting like normal animals, and he goes, I guess I must have been dreaming. And he goes back to bed, and they do it all again. All Better and Little Bear Needs Glasses. These have these repositionable stickers on them that are reusable. They're like a really thick vinyl almost, and they stick and come off over and over and over again. And if they ever lose their stick, you just run them under cool water and they're sticky again. So on every page, an animal gets a boo-boo, and you have to clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it. All better. And then this one, Little Bear Needs Glasses, is the same concept, except that the stickers are the glasses. Little Bear needs to get glasses, and all of his friends tell him that he can try on their glasses. And of course they don't work because they're not the right prescription for him. So he ends up getting his own glasses at the end of the story. We have a series of Lift the Flap books that are great for those beginning concepts that toddlers are picking up. So this one is opposites. This is my favorite. There's also numbers and colors and shapes and all sorts of things. But you open the flap and it gives you the opposite. So this is noisy, quiet, over, under. I love these books. Really great for those concepts that are hard to verbalize for little kids. And then finally, this is our very first book of Things to Spot. We have several books in the series of the very first book of Things to Spot. These are really great, very first seek and find books. And these ones have very high contrast, not a whole lot going on, so it's easier for little kids to pick out the differences. And they ask things so that you can understand, you can get whether your child understands things. So which is the longest caterpillar? Find a red bug with 3 spots, so they have to count the spots. So this series is a really great very first seek and find for your toddlers. All right, thanks so much, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you love these books, you can find them at www.booksbymarisa.com. If you're with a party, make sure that your host is listed on the shopping page so that your host gets the credit for your order. And please like me on YouTube and follow my Facebook page as well. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.